What's up? What's up, Roberto? Weed Stalker in the house. Tex, what's happening? The little clickety poppity was because the percussion always resets at the beginning of sessions. So when we were right here at the percussion, why are you doing this? Why don't you just actually click percussion and put you right there? And then, yeah, it's right here on the timpani. And if we do Alt D, yeah, so it's only 38 megabytes cache now because it's only the notes we were hitting. So now it should sound perfect. Yeah. So first thing I was thinking was all this stuff needs to be faster. I'm thinking probably what would be smart for this part too is to start to think about, can you select all tracks? Select tracks with something. Select tracks with notes. Select every track with the selection. Select toggle hide tracks with no items. Hide tracks with no items. Yeah. Oh, so I guess I should select all tracks. So really, that is based on selected tracks. So we should change that then. So we should do select all tracks and then toggle hide tracks with no current items. Or not even toggle, just maybe all you can do is toggle. So we'll remove this. And then we'll create a new custom action. Just show tracks in use, and we will select all tracks, select all tracks, and then set time selection, to like everything. Select time selection entire, all, end. Set time selection from edit cursor to end of current region. Set time selection. That's a bummer that you can't just select the entire time selection. I'd like to just hit a hotkey where then all the tracks that have something on it just show up, you know? What's up, Belaze? I soft locked my entire save right before the end of the game I was playing today. Oh, what a bummer. What does it mean to soft lock it? I feel like that might be what happened to me on Dead Space 2 once, where like I had like gotten rid of all my weapons except something with like, and I didn't have enough ammo, and then I went into the very last mission in Dead Space 2 and I couldn't beat it because my save, it was the only save I had was like at the last mission, and then I didn't have enough gear to get through it because I'd made a stupid decision like right before the save. It was, is that qualify as soft locking? Wispy, what's going on? Time selection. Time selection. Zoom time selection. Insert random file. Maybe last. Trying to think how to like hack this. It's like, these are all the time selection actions. It's like, do you want to read through every single one of these? Set time selection to items. Now, when you select a track, does it select the item? No. Select all items. Okay, select all items. Select all items. Okay, select all tracks, select all items, set time selection items. Set time selection to items. Toggle hide tracks with no items. But I don't want to toggle that. I just want to hide tracks. Hide tracks, no items. Auto hide tracks, TCP, toggle zoom, toggle hide tracks. So it is a toggle hide tracks. And then I think Alt F12 shows all tracks. So select all tracks, select all items, set time selection to items, toggle hide tracks with no items and current time selection. That should be it. And then we can show just show tracks in use. Alt F10. Okay, let's see if this works. Haha, killer. And then I should do deselect all tracks. Alt F10. Edit action. Deselect tracks. Unselect tracks. Unselect all items, tracks, envelope points. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay, close. All right, and then Alt F12 should bring everything back. Yep, there's everything. Everything's back. Right now, everything was still selected right there, but that's okay. And then you do that, and then Alt F10, bam. Oh. Oh, I bet you it did it too fast. I bet you it did it too fast. So find shortcut, Alt F10, edit. Okay, set time selection to items. Unselect all items. Okay, what did I do though? Set time selection to items and then toggle tracks. Then it said unselect all item and tracks. I think that this script didn't have time to run. So we will add a wait. Like we'll wait half a second. And then hit OK there. Close. Okay, so then we go back to the beginning. Alt F10. There you go. See? Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, that would be a soft lock. Basically, there was a puzzle where I got 2 blocks glitched into each other and couldn't separate like I needed, so I saved and quit thinking a load would fix it. Oh, it just deleted those. Ah! That's a bummer. Can't progress. Yeah, that makes total sense. What a bummer. Do you have an earlier save? Or is it over? You know, it's interesting how when you say to toggle the hide tracks without stuff on them, the folders, the parent folders think stuff is on them, you know? And I would like to... Can we just select tracks with items? Select tracks with items. Select tracks in selection with items. Select tracks with no items. Okay, so Alt F10, edit action, select tracks with items. Okay, so set time selection. Oh, okay. So we got to hack this. So we got to select all tracks. Then we got to select all items. Then we got to set time selection to items. Then we have to unselect all items, tracks, and envelope points. Then we got to select tracks in selection with items. Then we got to toggle hide tracks with no items. Wait. Hide unselected tracks. And then unselect all. I mean, can I just duplicate this? Right? No, you can't do that. Unselect, it's SWS, unselect all items, tracks, envelope points. And I don't think I need to do that. I think that now that that other script is gone, we should just be able to do this. Select all the tracks, select all the items, then set the time selection to items. Oh wait, we don't need to select all tracks now. we can just select all items. Select all the items, select the time selection to the items, set the time selection, unselect everything. Then just select the tracks in the selection with items. Then hide unselected tracks, then unselect everything. I think that should do it. Alt of 12. Okay, so now we have everything back, whole session. You can be anywhere. Alt of 10. Okay. That didn't exactly work. Okay, so what happened was, is it select all items. Okay, so let's select all items. Okay. First of all, the time selection is selected right now. Okay. Select all items, run. Okay, everything is selected. Set time selection to items. Set time selection to items. Run. Okay, there's our time selection. Then we want to unselect all everything. Run. Okay. Everything's still looking good there. Then we want to select tracks in selection with items. Run. Ah. How about select tracks in selection with no items? No. Now, let me try adding a shortcut. I'll add that same shortcut and just reassign it. And if we're assigned here, will it work? No. No. Copy. We're just going to go right here for a second. I'm going to see if I can't. Oh, I don't think I have any more messages. I wrote a script earlier and I don't have GPT anymore. I wonder if I could. It might let me. Let me see. This isn't working. Please fix. Yeah, I don't have any messages. What's funny is I do have the API, but it's such a hassle. Oh, what a bummer. I wonder if these just need to be updated. Let me see here. I haven't done this ever, I don't think. Synchronize, import, manage, maybe synchronize packages. Let's see if the Luke stuff shows up. MPL. Prompt when obsolete packages are found. Okay. Let's see if the Luke's Cinco or whatever shows up. Is this like, oh, this is actually downloading stuff. Okay. Are these like all things that have changed? This is crazy. What's up, Odyssey? Yes, logically, but it's easy to not be logical when you're just in the middle of something and you just want to fix it real quick. Trust me, I know. Hopefully this will work, and then, I mean, the other thing was fine. I can deal with the other way, but it'd be really, really nice if I could just do this. Okay. One or more extensions were installed. Won't load until Reaper's restarted. Okay. Now, will this work now? No. What about you? Maybe, nah, I doubt it's a restart thing. Okay, yeah, so that's working. Oh man, what a bummer. It's always a bummer when you have the script right there and it's just not working. Oh, wow. Well, that's interesting. So select tracks with items. If I run this with it on there, it stays selected. So you mean if I select all tracks and then if I run that, will it work? Oh, snap. We hacked it. We hacked it. Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, so now we want to select all items. We want to set the time selection to items. We want to, then we want to select all the tracks, select all tracks. Then select tracks in selection with items. Then hide unselected tracks. Then unselect everything. Okay, well I think that's it. Alt F10. Hold on one second. Let me see if this worked. Alt F10. Oh, it worked. We did it. Nicholas Cerno, what's going on? Welcome to the jams. Thanks for the follow. Front view. Phase detect autofocus. What's happening? Welcome. Side view. Cool. So it worked. It worked. And so now we got everything that has something on it. That is so sick. The only issue that is funny is that the runs builders have shown up. I'm surprised that those are the only ones though, because there were other tracks I thought that had these things on them. Let me see here. Is it because the folders are closed? It could be because the folders are closed. So there's that one. So if we close that, it's not going to show up. So it's just visible stuff. If it's not visible, so we can, yeah, I guess what I want to do then is, because I don't want to deal with that, so I'll just put the runs in here. And then we'll just collapse this down. And then nothing that's the preliminary stuff is showing anymore. Only the stuff we're actually using. So then I can do Alt F10, and now we simply have just the tracks that we're actually working on. Nice. Nice. Oh, that's so awesome. This is going to be so great for legato parts. So great. Oh, that's so cool. Exactly. Why use Logic when you can just pull the trigger? So we have piccolo, flute, oboe, clarinet, bassoon, and horn. Oh, you know what? That's true. We did not put the trumpets in that last chord. The trumpets are owed. We got to throw the trumpets in there. I want to make all these long anyway. This is why I did this, is because I wanted to extend these, make sure that's turned off, and then we can just delete all this. Same thing with this. Delete that, delete that, delete this. I mean, I don't know why I did that actually. You know, actually, if we extend these out, here's the smart way to do this. Because we do want all of them to come out, except the timpani, I'm gonna have to do that manually. But everything else, we want to come out around at the same point, Don't mind me. There we go. And now we can grab all of them and just bring them all out. Timpani, a little different. And I think the timpani is going to need a rest anyway. And then 65 will start right there. So if can I select all of these at once and then hit E for all of them? Oh, that's amazing. And then can I select all of these notes? And then if I hit F6, that's just, whoa, no. Whoops. F6 is just for the one that's, or can I select all the tracks and do this? F6, F7? Nope, now it's not working for anything. Okay, that's okay. Can I pull these though? Like, no, I can't. All right. So where did we want to go? Yep, 65. We'll have to go in and mess with the automation envelopes, of course, because they're not coming with us right now. Okay, so on this one, if I think it's 6, yeah. And then F7, that's a lot of scrolling. It's too many. So when I hit F7 and F6, scroll view up 2. Let's take 1 down. And then same thing with F6. Let's take 1 off. And now, when we scroll up and down, it's still a lot when I'm working with this skinny of a window. So let's take 1 more off. Okay, now that's a little more manageable. Okay, cool. And then it was 6 or 6, yeah. So then it come down like that. Okay, cool. That's way better. Way better. Just get all these centered. Now that one can wait because, all right. And 65 is where we're going to start the next chord. And then I think if I just select all these, can I just hit tab on all of them? And then we'll start at the bottom with the basses. Oh, I did, if anybody's curious, I did fix the, what would you say? I fixed the CC data. So what was happening was if it was at 0, let's see if we have one anywhere here. Okay, like this one, if it was at 0, so let's open this up. This is the dynamics that it's associated with. This line right here is this dynamics right here. And so if you put the playhead right there and then you raise this up, you'll see how the dynamics are going up and down with this. If this was at 0 when it came in, it wouldn't register it. So it would only register it here. And say this last one ended with the dynamics up, they would stay up. And then as soon as it hit this dot, then they would come down. And it was horribly disgusting sounding. And so now if we test it out by bringing this one up a little bit and then we hit play from here, as soon as this automation item hits, it should go to 0. So it'll go up to here and it'll stay up. And then as soon as it hits the edge of this, it should go to 0. Yep, and that worked. It did it. It was so what I did for that was I had Claude add a part of the script that instead of just sending the MIDI CC data that it's seeing, it wasn't registering zeros. So at the beginning of every automation item, it quickly sends a 0 out and zeroes out the envelope, and then it reads whatever the data was. So even if this is up like this at the beginning, it'll still send a 0 out at sample 1, and then at the next sample, which with 44,100 samples per second on this particular session, it'll be very quick that it'll send out that second sample, and it'll send out the real value in the second sample. So you won't even notice the dynamics pop, but they'll pop right here. Bam, it popped right up. So that's fixed because I was having to go through every single envelope and raise up the beginning of it so it would register it to make it above 0 because it wasn't registering the 0s. Anyway, that's fixed. And so now we just need to go through and and elongate everything. So now on the bases, and I'll just bring everything out. I feel like over time there's going to need to be something about improving the speed of automation, but that's just something that will come. I think that'll just come over time. We'll figure it out. And that's staying there right now. 65 is where we're going, right? Did I not elongate this out yet, the horn? And then you, right before. And then I thought all these automation items were just going to be smooth sailing, but that has not been the case. But it's okay because we're getting pretty close. That one can go away. All right. So that's interesting. I am spending a lot of time on automation. That's true. That is very true. Can I select all the tracks and then do Shift Tab? Yes, I can. Nice. So it would be 6 and 7. Yeah, there you go. So it's 2 bars. And then the third is, oh yeah, that one's not really on time. Yeah, that's true. Now, if I were to look at this and take a look at the actual automation items themselves, if I turn Snap on and brought these in, yeah, I can see how that's kind of weird. Well, now that that's fixed, I mean, I'm wondering if I could just do that and then do this and then do this and that. Get rid of this. Can I alt click that? Yeah. If I could be clean, now that I've figured that out with the with that script, so I don't have to have stuff ahead and behind, I don't think. I do though because of the sample offset. I wonder if I could do a global sample offset and add, like, that'd actually be really cool. A global sample offset, and then everything could keep its setting, and then on the master track it could just set everything back together. I wonder if that exists. Bash Explode, what's going on? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the jams. Hello. Let me look that up real quick. Reaper global sample offset. There's track offset, but yeah, there's not a global offset. I mean, what I could do is go through every single track, and I wonder if there's an action for set track offset. Set track offset in seconds. That's interesting. Playback offset. Enable playback offset for selected tracks. Set track playback offset. What does that do? This script allows you to quickly apply a playback time offset to a selected track without having to keep opening the track routing option. Select a track, run the script, drag the bar to apply a delay. You can also use the buttons to add a fixed delay of +1 millisecond or 10 milliseconds. You can also type the delay. So say we have just a good old track right here that has no sample offset, I don't think right now. And so if I just run this, doesn't seem like run. Oh, there it is. Okay, so you could do that, and then now, what is that? Oh, so it's just like you could quickly hit the buttons. Now, I wish I wouldn't have used all my messages earlier. Actually, this is a good thing that I don't distract myself right now. Oh, I'm not showing you guys here. This does run. You can use it. You know what? Let's take a look here. So this is at +12 right now, right? So let's say it's at +6. All right, there you go. So that's there. So now if I run it, it says it's at 60. So I could add to it. So basically, this does have functionality to add or subtract from what's already there. So what I could do is I could just add 100 milliseconds to everything. Because I think the earliest anything is sample offset. See so what's happening here, let me explain this. What the problem that we're experiencing right now is that I have disconnected the automation from the actual MIDI item. So the MIDI item has the notes in it, and typically what happens with automation is all of the automation data is inside of the MIDI note itself. So the velocity, the mod wheel, there's 127 values that you can have, and there's 127 levels of each value that you can have, and all of that information is intact inside the MIDI item, and it sends with each note. But I don't like the way that works, because inside the MIDI item, it's really weird editing that stuff, and it just doesn't behave very nicely. It's not very ergonomic to work with. I've never liked how it's kind of inside the item like that. It's basically a point system rather than envelopes, and even to get it to envelopes is kind of a pain, and the way you draw it and edit it and whatever. I really like regular envelopes, which is what I've been working with in Reaper here, is just the regular track envelopes. I like how those work. Those are nice. You can like create your own items that are like separate from the MIDI items and all that stuff. But I had to use these plugins that separated the items from the CC data that it sends. So it's like two different items now, which is working fine. The only issue with that is that now that I have the sample offset playing per track, it's playing the MIDI notes on that sample offset. So if it's 100 milliseconds offset to the left or like ahead, then it's hitting the MIDI note 100 milliseconds before, but it doesn't do track offset for automation. For automation, since it's separated now, it doesn't know to do that. It just plays the automation when it plays it. At least that's what it seems like it's doing to me. It seems like the automation, if I have it right on the beat, it doesn't behave. I have to have it like 100 milliseconds ahead, or at least 50 milliseconds ahead, and then it actually sees it because it's already been playing that MIDI. So it plays the MIDI note, then it sees the automation, and then it's just all screwed up. That's the one thing about having it inside the MIDI item that actually makes it kind of work, is that the automation always sticks with it, and the sample offset, I think, is applied to the automation inside of the MIDI item. And that was one of the things that I did not foresee. So I need to add, if I want this to work, where I can put if I want to make it really orderly so that I can keep my automation items with my MIDI items and not have to have everything adjusted over to the left to compensate for that, and that will help me in editing later, then I need to offset everything back to behind the beat so that I can keep my automation items behind the beat. And then when I'm doing editing on the grid, I can drag everything and everything will stay together and there won't be stuff ahead. Because when you copy an item, and you want to keep your automation item with it, you can do that, but it cuts it at the beginning of the item. And so if everything's ahead of that, then it's going to cut those. I could extend the MIDI items just to compensate for that, but I would rather not do that. So what I need to do is have a script that takes all the offset settings that are there now and just simply adds like 100 milliseconds to them, no matter what they are, because they're all set up to work together right now. Everything's set up to work nicely together. I think 180 is the farthest it goes. So if I don't think anything's above 200 milliseconds. So if I added 200 milliseconds to every single sample offset, then some of them would be a little later, but that'd be okay because then all of the items would at least be adjusted together. So I need the script to take whatever this script is doing, and instead of giving you the option to add 10 or whatever, I just need to have it set up that when I run it, it adds 200. And then everything will still be lined up. Even though it'll be a little behind the beat, it'll still be lined up with everything else. God, I wish I had more messages right now, because doing the editing is going to be such a pain. I could go resubscribe to GPT, but I don't want to use the models that have to think a bunch. I just want to use the ones that think really fast. Do I have access to another Claude? I don't think I do. I mean, I could try using Haiku or 3.5, the older 3.5. Maybe I could try, hey, it might work actually. It might work actually. Let me try that real quick. I'm just going to open up the script stuff and drag it over there and just see if it works real quick and see if I can use one of the lower tiered models, because you can use those even after you run out of messages. So if I use, can I use Opus? Are you working? Yes, Opus is working. I just wasted a message asking if it was working. Make this simply add 200 milliseconds to the sample offset for the selected track. I.e., I select a track, run this, and whatever the sample offset was, in parentheses, say plus 53. Wait, say minus 53. It should now be 153. It should now be plus 153. Let's see what happens. Oh wow, it writes code a little slower. Oh, it's already done though. Okay, cool. Copy. And what we'll create, this is like a really big, oh, it's because there's like a GUI and a GUI and all that stuff, so that makes sense. Okay, so we're going to create a new RIA script, and inside of automation item scripts, we'll call this one, or this isn't automation items actually, this is, I guess this is editing. Add 200 millisecond sample offset, save. Paste, save. Now that should have actually just done that. So it's 270 now. So if we send this back to, say, minus 52, and then we what did I name this? Add 200 millisecond sample offset. We need to create a hotkey for this. Alt bracket. Let's see if alt bracket works. Nice. So this is currently at minus 52, so it should be at plus 152 right now. It's at plus 148. 5200, that's 152. That's 52, and then another 100 is 152, right? What am I doing wrong? Can I not do math? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's 2 the other way, right? Because 100 makes it go 2 the other way. Negatives and positives, that's arithmetic. That's maths. Hey, that's maths. But just to make sure, negative 52 plus 200 is 148. I'm so stupid. Oh God. Hey, don't tell anybody about that, all right? Okay. Quick math. What's going on, Mysticals? Did I say hi? Hello. Okay, cool. So what that means now is if we show all the tracks again, I need to, like, so the winds, 180 will be 20, right? And then 120, it'll be 120 in that direction. 180 will be 80. And then, yeah, it'll be plus 20. I hope this works. I mean, we could just do this for this session, and if it messes everything up, that's okay. Have we done anything yet anyway? So let's just save this. And if it gets weird, we can mess with stuff. Now, that is the other question. So if I have this one, minus 27, minus 25, and minus 40. If I select all three of them and then I go alt bracket, what was it? 25, 27, and 40? Okay, so I hit it. And now, plus 173, minus 25, minus 40. It needs to do every selected track, not just the first in the list of selected tracks like it's doing now. We'll see how that goes. Let's see if it's done. It's done. Okay, so the change to apply a sample offset to all selected tracks, you can modify to iterate through selected tracks. Here's the updated version. Okay, cool. So copy. And now if we go to extensions, actions, I'll do it based on the actual hotkey, alt bracket, edit action, and then select all, paste, save. And now I think it just did it, right? Yeah, it just did it. So if I do alt bracket here, it's going to just go ahead and do it. Okay. So 175, 173, and 160. And so if I select all three of these now, and then I hit alt bracket, now it's 373, 375, and 360. Okay, cool. So it worked. Can I undo that? Undo RioScript run. Oh my God, it works. You can undo script runs. That is freaking epic. That is epic. I love Reaper so much. Okay. This is going to be intense right now because we're going to go through and we got to do this for everything. So basically what this means, all right, so just go open everything. This is going to be worth it. This is so going to be worth it in the long run. Okay, we got to go make sure everything's open. So Win, Piccolo, if it has a little dash on it, it's got to be open. So flutes, shorts, longs, 2 flutes, long shorts, PS flutes, oboe, 2 oboes, clarinets, 2 clarinets. Oh, you know what's interesting about this is see, this is the tough thing about having a template and then like, well, I mean, I am pretty happy with where we are with this. So I could just delete all of the data, all of the items and all the automation items. Select every single track, extend them, and then just delete the automation items out. And that is probably the way to do it. That is probably the way to do it. And then save it as a template. Yeah. This shouldn't take too long. Okay, 2 bassoons. Do you already do the clarinets? 2 clarinets. Yep, shorts, longs. Okay. 2 bassoons, PS bassoons. Win runs. Now, the runs I don't think have anything on them. However, we need it to do everything. Everything that has, if we were to run it on this, will it turn sample play? Will it turn it on and then do it? It does. Awesome. That is awesome. What's up, Hermes? Rabbit hole time. Yeah, I know. This is how this goes. It's endless, but it's so worth it because then I'll be able to edit way, way faster. The way it is now, it's like I have to constantly think about where each thing is going and all that stuff. Okay, so PS violins. Okay, so the violins, we got the OT violins. We got the Spitfire violins, the PS violins, the longs, and then the effects. And then we got OT, then we got the Spitfires open, then we have PS open, and then effects. Violas, OT open. Yeah, you know, it's funny because, we need everything. We'll go by section to keep this organized, but we need everything that's going to output any sound to have this. But this should only take like 10 minutes. It shouldn't be that bad. Okay, so there's that, and then OT. Okay, let's just go by section. So if we start with Piccolo, it's just each one of the instruments. So you just select all these, and then all of these. That's all of the piccolos. And so now, if we do Alt bracket, they all now should have the correct sample offset. Yep, looking good. Looking good. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Excellent. Okay, so now let's do the flutes. This isn't going to take any time at all. All right, we'll select all these first to get those out of the way, then control click all these. And then I guess you could do that. I guess you could do them like this. So do Alt bracket. And we don't have to check every single one every time. We can kind of, after we get the first few dependably done, we can go through and just like select the first and last one or something to make sure they all worked. Yeah, it's all working. Okay, cool. So now we'll do all these and these. Alt bracket. Let's just select the first one and the last one. Excellent. And then these three real quick. Alt bracket. Good, good. Cool. Flutes are done. We got the piccolos and we got the flutes. Okay, oboes. Select all these, select these three, select these two, and all of these, and these. Alt bracket. Check this one out, check that one out, check this one out, check this one out. Excellent, excellent. Okay, oboes are done. Now it's time for clarinets. Is there really only a staccato on the one clarinet. Is that right? That's crazy. Okay, clarinets. And hit it. All right. Staccato's good. That's good. 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 Okay. Bassoons. All those, then these, then these. Okay. All the bassoons, 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 bassoons. Okay. Alt bracket. First one, this one. Plus 84. Wow, that one was really pushed forward. 120. Okay. And then the wind runs, we do need it on every single track that's going to output audio because everything, the whole session needs to move backward. Okay, so single horns. Whoops. Alt bracket. Alt bracket. Alt bracket. Alt bracket. All right, let's just make sure that 147 looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Did I do these? Yes, but I didn't do these, right? No. Oh. But I did do these? I did all these? Plus 163, plus 155. Yeah. Okay, so all these now. Well, let's get these two. And let's go ahead and just grab all the 6 horns. Alt bracket. Okay. There's that. There's that. There's that. There's that. Looking good. Looking good. Cool. That's exactly right. Both wispy and mysticals are exactly correct right now. That is what we are doing, and that is why we are doing it. All these tiny little setup things just to make sure everything's ready to go. And it's like, yeah, kind of at this point, it's basically just like running into all of our issues as we're going. Like I am starting now. I am starting to actually work with the stuff, but yeah, we're just running into all these little things where I'm like, this is gonna add so many hours over time if I don't address this immediately. So that's what we're doing. And it's gonna be good stuff. The only thing that's weird about it is, God, I love the fact that like we can script. It's so cool. Because I was just thinking like if anything gets weird, I could just have Cloud write a script where it could go through and like just do all the tracks. Like if there is a sample offset on the track, then do this thing as opposed to like go through all these like this. I could have already had it write that. Just iterate through every track in the project. And if there is a sample on it, if there's a sample offset, just add 200 to it. That's what I should have done. Now that I'm thinking about it, that is what I should have done. Okay, I don't think I did these either. But we're almost done with all these. That would have been way faster, but that's okay. I still would have had to gone through and check everything. All right, cool. Now, the timpani, the cymbals, the percussion, the other percussion stuff, that stuff, I don't think, it doesn't behave the same way. It like this stuff has really, it's not like a wind instrument or a stringed instrument where the attacks are specifically drawn out or different or delayed. I think I'm going to leave these as is. I don't think these have any sampled offset already. So when I do automations on these, it's like it'll be fine to leave these right at the beginning because they will react to their automation. And if they don't, at that point, I can just come in and add like 20 milliseconds of delay or something and it'll be fine. But really, it's the ones that I had pre-delaying. Those are the ones that were the issues. But we'll see. I might end up putting timpani on a track that's like on time on the beat, and then it's just consistently early. And in that case, I'll just sample offset it, no problem. But we'll leave the percussion for now. Okay, so the Berlin stuff, I don't think it has. Yeah, it doesn't have any offset. But let's go ahead and let's definitely add it. This is interesting. I think I'm going to leave the Berlin stuff. See, the Berlin stuff, I didn't audition for sample offset. So I think I'm going to leave it as it is now. All the SF stuff I did, though. All the SF stuff, you look at it and they each have their own sample offset. And this one's like minus 38. Some of them are as high as like 130. So we're just going to do those. Anything right now that's at 0, I think I'm just going to leave it 0. The whole point is we don't want to be jumping the beat because of our automation items. That's the whole point of all of this. Looks good. Looks good. Awesome. Shorts. And then longs. And then effects. See, the effects too don't really need it. I don't think the effects have any sample offset already. Are we on violin 1 still? We are. I'm gonna leave these. I'm gonna leave these. So yeah, there you go. Cool. Play music. Let's see, that's good there. PS violins, those do need it. Those are crazy. Okay, and the knees, no. No. Almost there. Oh, this is funny. Now we got to go through all the automation. That's okay though. It's not that won't be a big deal. I guess I could just select all the automation items and tell them to move 200 milliseconds forward. That's not a big deal. It's fine. Oh, this one's closed. I did do the PS on the other ones, right? God, I hope so. I feel like I got distracted with that stuff, not really knowing if I did do that. Let's take a look here. PS violas. Yep. Nope. Minus 100. Minus 100. Yeah, I did forget them. I was wondering all that. But these I did do. Yes. Cool. And then what about these right here? Yep. 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 Did I get that one? Yes. And then here. Ooh, I didn't get. Oh wait, no, that's the other stuff. I don't need those. What about these? Yep. 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 Okay. Okay, cello. Are we done with the cello? Yes. Yes. Okay, cool. There's that. There's that. There's that. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. There it is. Done. Okay, cool. So now we'll save this session. Whoops, I meant to save it as, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. Because I did save it earlier, so we're fine if we need to go back. Wait, was that what I meant to say? No, it's gone. But there's a backup. No, there's not a backup. I don't have auto backups on. That's fine. It doesn't matter. What's up, Alka? Jonas, Miggy, what's going on? Greetings from Norway. Greetings indeed. What are we doing? We are, I'm setting the sample offset back so that when I'm doing automation, I can have the automation start with the media item as opposed to being ahead of it. Because right now, there's a general around 100 milliseconds of sample offset to the pre-delay so that it plays the MIDI note 100 milliseconds before it's actually written on the page. And I've disconnected automation from the MIDI items themselves. So if the MIDI item is lined up with the item, the MIDI automation is late and after the MIDI item itself. So if something swells in from nothing, by the time the automation gets there, the note's already playing. So if the pre-automation before that was like at a higher dynamic, it starts at the high dynamic and then like halfway into the first note, it goes down to where it was supposed to start at, and it sounds really horrible. So I've been moving all the automation left. And now that I'm starting to get a little bit more into the editing this stuff, I need to be able to move the MIDI notes or the MIDI items and the automation on the grid together without having to like extend stuff to the left or to the right or wherever. I just need it all to be on the grid and then I can move it. So I moved all the sample offsets to the right, so now they're behind the beat, so now I can have everything on the grid for the automation. And then when we do editing in the future, it'll all just move together. So now I'm going to select every track and I'm going to hit tab. And now every single envelope has opened up. And now we have a giant, massive session. And now if I click here, and if I go all, did that just grab everything? It grabbed all my items, but it did not grab all of my automation items. Select all items, including automation items. Oh, deselect. Select all tracks. Select all items, points. Select all items, tracks, envelope points. Select all tracks, items. This is what I just used and it didn't work. Select all automation items. Select all automation items, all tracks. Delete. I have to run it and then can I select it here and then hit delete? Okay. Select all items. Select all items. Run. Delete. Okay, so the whole entire session should be empty now. Yep. Okay. And then I select all tracks, and then I go Shift Tab. And now everything is closed again. There's nothing on any of the tracks. And then I'm going to go through and close up any of the non-single voiced Spitfire stuff. Oh, I did delete the items on that. Oh no. That's irritating. I've got to remake those. I think it was, oh, whoops. That's the only irritating thing though. Everything else is fine. Stolcy 1? What's going on? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Jams. What's happening? Hello. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to turn off all of the plugins too. I forgot about that. So it's C1, but I think it's like C0 and it's like an octave off. Like the contact MIDI is off an octave. No, we don't want that. We want this. And then we want you to be open, but we want to just do the E thing. And then C. Yeah, see, it's an octave off. See, this says, wait, what? Yeah, see, that says C0, but this says C1. So C2 is actually the C that we want. Yep. And then the first item here is E. Cool. And there's that. And we'll close this up. And then for all the palette stuff, this is going to be what we want. So we'll copy that. And then Alt P. I mean, guess we'll wait till that's done though. So there's the wind runs there, but then there's the string runs down here. And I think it's in violin 1 effects. Yep. And it's the same thing, I think. Yep. Cool. And then same thing with the violin 2 effects. I'll just put that right there. And then the cello, I think, has them, right? This makes me wonder if I even want that, dude. There's the run builder and basic runs. The cello. No, the cello doesn't have these. That's right. Dude, I'm almost wondering, because I know there's C's, 1s, and 0s. Why even have that? Why even do this? Because it's like, we know which ones they are. Just quickly hit the C that you want, and that's it. I think I overthunk that a little bit. Okay, 2 horns we do want. 6 horns. We can close that up for now. Well, I do want just the 1 horn right now. And then trumpets, close up to 2, close up to 6. Percussion, we can close up. And then strings, we'll close up OT, close up SF, close up PS, close up FX. All of them, you just want them all closed, ready to go, but you don't want any of them open. Okay, and then winds. What did I do? I think I did it. Did I do it based off of instrument? I think I might have done it based off of instrument. That looks about right. Yep, and then leave the strings open. Okay, so the only other thing I need to do now is select all tracks. Or is it like all effects? Is it all effects? Offline. Set all take effects. Set all effects offline for selected tracks. I'm trying to remember, like, if you can view this, I think you can hack this where you do it like this, and then say, where's like one of the track PS basses? I think it's selected now. PS basses, legato sustains. Is it selected? No. Oh yeah, I could just do it this way. Alt P. Okay, cool. We'll just do that. We'll just keep double clicking these and hit Alt P. Alt P. Alt P. What's going on here? It's not working. Control Alt B. Control Alt B. Control Alt B. Control Alt B. I'm sure there was a faster way to do this, but whatever. Man, this is kind of crazy thinking about this. Is like, this is what you have to do if you're going to try to revamp the template. This is what happens if like you want to start working on stuff, but then you got to like fix the template. That's interesting. I wonder, there's probably even a better way to do that, There's not too many of these, but there's definitely a few. But I don't think I can select all tracks. when they're collapsed. I don't want to uncollapse them again. I should have done that before. Oops. Oh no, now it's all backward. Alt P or Control Alt B. Control Alt B. What the? Oh, I get it. Almost there, I swear. Didn't realize we had so many instruments open. What the heck? Why is it? There we go. Okay, there's only a couple more. That it? Yep, that's it. They're all off. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. There's that, there's that, there's that. Everything's offline now. We're using very little CPU, very little RAM. And then project template, save project as template. This will be template 3.5. Save. And then we will open up a recent project, which is, does it think we're still open? Okay. So we'll close that and we won't save it because we just saved it in the state that we were in. And then open recent orchestral. What? Oh, wait, hold on. You got to create a new project tab and then open the recent. Whew. Okay, cool. And then the whole thing was hitting Alt F10. And now we got all the tracks that we're working with. And then we can easily edit them now. Oh, and then all of these tracks are because they have those things on them. And I don't see the point of that, honestly. It's like, we can just do it on the fly. So now I can do Alt F10 again. And yeah, there we go. And now this is actually what we're working with. Okay, cool. Thank you for hanging out during that little detour down technicality lane. I'll be right back, and then we'll actually get to work on this. Thanks for hanging out. I think I should also, not right now, but sometime soon, definitely make a action that just isolates either the instrument group we're working on or the specific track without all the tracks that have something on them. Because right now it's all the tracks that have something. And I could see just wanting to have like the string section, just like the violin ones with all their articulations right here, and maybe like a guiding track for the stuff that's happening, just like everything on screen at the same time. What's up, Starwolf? Kill music. My mouse didn't move, Velka. It didn't go anywhere. Oh, yeah. So now, if we select everything and then we do tab, so now everything's gonna be skewed. But that's okay. That's all right. Everything's fine. That's okay. So now this is actually pretty sweet. So since everything's 100 milliseconds, I guess what we should probably do is just take off snapping and just adjust it so that the 0 point is basically there. Oh, Alka, did I tell you were you here when I was talking about the thing? So I figured out I had Claude fix the script for 0 point. So now whenever the start of an automation item happens, it does the 0 point. So before, say it was like, hold on, let me clean this up a little. Whoa, God. But why is that happening? Oh, it's because it's selected. Because if I do that, it's fine. Yeah. That's an issue. I need 3 different kinds of delete buttons. I need a button to delete an item. I need a button to delete points, and I need a button to delete items and points and automation items. 3 deletes. We need 3 deletes. Where would I do that? Where would I put 3 deletes? What's 1, 2, and 3 right now? There is no 1, 2, or 3. Is that right? Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's keep that in mind. So if so this is at 0 right here, right? And we'll add a point there just to drive it home. If you have this right here and it goes right here, the dynamics now are up here. You can see them, but as soon as before, what was happening was it wouldn't recognize the 0 point because I guess I don't know. It was like I was noticing it in the MIDI too. If it was a 0, it just wasn't registering it. It like wouldn't even send it because it was like, I guess that means off. So it's like not even sending it or something. And so what I did was I changed the script so that now whenever an automation item starts, it sends a 0 real quick before anything. So now you'll see the dynamics will continue here after this automation item. They will continue at this level. But as soon as it hits this 0, it should go to 0 as opposed to here because before it wasn't moving until it would get to this one and then that would move. And so if it was something like, I can't remember what was weird, but it was creating this like anomalous horridness. But anyway, now it should work. Bam. Yep. It went right before. Bam. Yep. I think, right? Yeah. Right before. Yeah. So now it's sending a 0 point before that. So now I can do this hopefully. And even though that's already up. Yeah. See, it sounds great. Before this to that right here at the start would be like it would sound so bad. Anyway, so that's cool. This ends on the beat, does it? Let's do that there. Leave this like that. And then I guess maybe, I don't know, I don't have to put a point there. I just want to make all the automation items the same length as the thing with the deal. Yeah, cool. So this will just take a second. So just do that there. Get that down to 1. Oh, that's right, but it's the whole thing. Okay, so move the whole thing. And did I turn snapping back on? Yes, for that demonstration I did. And then I guess you would want to do that for the entire track. So I guess this is the smarter thing to do would be come here, grab these, get in there, then move everything over to like, yeah, we're just going to have to listen to it. I think probably the best thing at this juncture is to actually just snap everything to that. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer in retrospect, but let's go by instrument. That sounds fine. So on these, I feel like probably the best thing is to just combine them. So if I select that, and then I do this, well, that, okay, cool. And for that, I guess I could just do this, right? Then, yeah. And then same thing here, just bring this, well, I guess down like that's fine, but whoops. Combine them like that. Cool. All right. And piccolo's good. Flute. Turn off snapping for sure. Dude. You know, with that, I think so. I think I'm going to turn it off. I think I'm going to ignore snap. I find myself continually turning it on and off, and it's like, well, don't you want the automation to snap? No. No, I don't. I do not. When I'm on an envelope point, I want it to move the envelope point, ignoring snap. And then when I do shift, maybe just move. So does that mean it'll be opposite? Like if I want it on the grid, if snap is on, I want it on the grid, I hold shift, and that makes it go on the grid. Yeah, I like that. So even with snap on right now, it's not gonna, yeah, that's great. And then when I edit the actual automation item, that is snapping. Yeah. Cool. Excellent. All right. Flute's done. Once we do this for these instruments, we'll never have to do this again with anything. So, yeah, I guess you would just move that there, and then you could just do this, and then you can move that to the edge. Same thing with here. Just move that, move it to the edge. Cool. Just checking. Oh, that's so awesome. Oh my God. What is that vibrato? Uh-huh. All right, almost to the strings. Oh, that's there. Yeah, I do want that to be like that then. Like, wow. Yeah, that's all that is. Okay. Timpani is not really an issue. Yeah. Whoops. All right. What's up, Selena? All right. Almost there. Almost there. Front view. Corn dog aren't last. I can't speak today. I haven't been able to speak for like a week, man. Do we have a raid? I'm standing. Corn dog gart glass. Dropping the crew in the channel. What's going on? I hope you had a fantastic stream. Welcome. Thank you for bringing everybody on by. Hello. Hello. What's happening? Hi. What's up? Let me see if I can do this. So if I do this, then I do that, then I do this. And then I do that. Does this work? No. Oh, it's exclamation point. That's what it is. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there it is. So many people mess it up, I bet, dude. I bet. Make sure you guys click that link I just shouted out. Follow Corndog Garden Glass. Right there on the thing with the deal. Thanks for bringing everybody on by. Welcome to the jams. If you're rolling in, I'm Monty. This is Scene of Action. And typically we kick out some jams up in here as well. I don't know why I said as well, but you know what I mean? You know what I mean? How was your stream? Welcome. And how was your stream? Good times? Good times? Hope it was very, very good times. Play music. This is one of my songs. And we play stuff like this here, typically. Right now we're doing some production stuff. But, you know, Star Wolf. I'm sitting. Right now I'm sitting. That's what it is. Welcome back 14 months. Via Twitch Prime, no less. A second seal of a second rotation. Thank you very much, Starwolf, coming in with 14 months of continued support. Much appreciated indeed, indeed. Indeed. Rocking out to some tool and making glass flower marbles. That sounds like good times. Right on. Well, thank you again for bringing everybody by. Welcome if we're rolling in. And yeah, we're just chilling. Just doing some orchestral stuff. Kill music. It does print out nicely, doesn't it? Of course. Let's see. So what we're doing right now is just, I'm going through, I just changed some sample offset playback stuff for these things. So I'm going through and I'm changing these automations to make them work real quick. We're in the violin twos and we just need to get through the viola, cello, and basses, and then we'll give it a listen. Right now I'm just soloing the instruments, but as soon as this is good to go, that one's actually pretty good there. So we just need to do the cello, or the violas, the cello, and the basses, and then we'll be good to go. But yeah, see how everything's like, it's all ahead here. So I'm just going to add some automation points, slam these down like this, put that right there like that, put this over here like this, put this right here like that. And the tails of them are fine. I'm not really worried about that. But then right here, let's put that one right there and like grab that like that. And then put this one like right here like that. Actually, let's make them roundabout on the beat. I know that the notes aren't necessarily on the beat, but the things should be. I don't know why I'm talking like this. I don't know why I'm talking so quietly all of a sudden. But I'm just going to move this like this here and then put that there. And then, although we did extend everything out, so I will leave it like that. This, I don't think we need. Oh yeah, the vibrato. Yeah, we do want that actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to put this like that. Everything else, though, should be good. Expression, though, is fine as well. And we can get rid of that. Get rid of that. Move this over like that. That's just the vibrato stuff. Violas are done. Okay, just the cello and the bass now, and then we'll give this a listen through. And you can hear what this is sounding like so far. I don't know if I necessarily need a dot at the beginning of these automation items. I just kind of like to make it like a standard practice thing. Just make sure it works all right. This as well, get rid of unneeded dots. Just, keep it clean. Keep it cleaned up here, That's what I say. Do this like that. Bring that like that. Bring that like that. That's great. Bring this like this. Add one more point like that. Cool. And this thing, I don't know what's going on there. I'll just leave that like that. And this can come to the end, but this needs to extend to like here too. We're going to be adding to that here in a minute. Okay, cool. Cello done. And then the basses now, and this is it. Then we'll take a listen here. See where this thing stands. Right there. And then right there. And then right here. Do we need the vibrato on the basses? I guess I think they do actually have vibrato. I think they did record vibrato. Now that I think about it. Put a point like right there. Move it over like that. Bring this to here. Let this come like that because it is a little ahead of the beat. Put that all the way down. And that's it. Okay, so let's see where we stand here. I feel like this is maybe a little early now. All this automation's. There we go. Yeah. I guess that would be an issue, wouldn't it? Yeah, but by then we don't want it to be doing that anymore. And so now I should be able to do the automation pretty much on beat now. Yep. Red Maze, what's going on? When did you get a sub gift? When did that happen? It's crazy because if the tempo's off, it sounds way more artificial too, which is weird. That is absolutely true. Random question. You know, anyone might want some 1954 National lap steels or 1970s Bandmaster reverb heads? I don't. But I would imagine that you'd be able to pick up a pretty penny for some of that stuff on like eBay or something. Or Reverb. Reverb is a great place for that. That's where everybody goes for the used gear that if you know what you got. eBay, you can find a lot of stuff, but Reverb really has like all the musical instruments. I've picked up a bunch of stuff from there. But what's up, Voltaire? What's going on? You play? Corn Dog? Sounds like the viola is doing a little something right there. Inherited some stuff, right on. Nice, right on. Zaromsky. Welcome to the jams. Thank you for the follow. What's going on? You've got one of those. Is that the Akai drum pad? That's like the real deal one. That's like the one if you're for real. Are you for real in the drum paddling? Is that how you say it? I don't think I've ever said it out loud. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say it out loud. Akai. Akai? Or is it like Steve Aoki where it's like Akai, Akai? But thanks for the follow. Welcome. Yeah, so one more part on this legato thing. I think we're actually back to like producing and editing on this now, so that's cool. Although, yeah, we'll have to see. I'll go through back and see what it feels like with some of the automation. I feel like some of the automation isn't quite right now, but that's okay. We'll have plenty of times to come back on that. So there was this long chord. Oh, yeah. I worked so hard on that last night to get that perfect, and now it's kind of like, basically, it's just this stuff needs to move back, I think, because it's not, oh, you know what? It might be the timpani. Hold on. I think it might be the timpani. So, yeah, I should put that how I wasn't sure if I was going to actually add sample offset to that stuff, but now that I've heard it, I think so. There you go. Yeah, everything has to have it. Okay. So if that's like that right there, then we look at the, so yeah, that's funny. Kind of that violin one wants to go into the major G, but I kind of wanted to go into the minor. But I'm thinking maybe see what that sounds like because. Mm-hmm. Oops. But the issue is that I don't know if it'll do the. Yeah, it will. Cool. Right on, Corn. Hey, man, thanks again. Really appreciate bringing it rhythm. Bye. Have a great one. GV Wolf, what's happening? Now, how does the automation look on all these so far? Because there's basically nothing going on there. Yeah, that is something too. Yeah, see, everything dies out and then it's dead. And then so as we move this stuff around and automate it, it's not going to be audible. But let's just roll with it. So no. So at 69, nice. Is it 69? Yeah, 69-1. It needs to go to the B flat. B flat. And I don't think... Nope, it just goes down to that C. So if this is going to the G minor, we're at the D right now. G, B flat, D. I guess you could stay on the D then. $69-1. So B flat, and then it's gonna be B flat. It's gonna be B flat, D, and F. B flat, D, and F. Ooh, that's actually pretty nice in the cello. And then here in the viola is going to want to go from the, we're on an F sharp right now, so we're playing a D major on the F sharp, and then, so just go to the G. Oh yeah, I guess so. So it'll be the G, but it's G, B flat, and D, but we're already playing D in the cello. B flat, D, and F, or B flat, D, and E. So right now we're playing a G, B flat, D, and E. So G, we go down to the E. Is that playing an E? What's this doing? That's playing the, that's doing the E. So we could go down to the D. Yeah. we're in the cello here, so we could just let them extend out. All right, so then these guys are on the D, and then so they need to go from. They could stay on. They could also stay on the D, but. So yeah, probably the D, but walk up with the violins. And do that. Yeah, probably like that. Wilsden, what's up? I'll take that as a compliment. Then back to the D major, and then that'll be the final. This will be it for the intro. Yeah, right there. That's so crazy. It's a major. So the basses are playing the D, and then the violin one playing the D sharp, but it sounds eerie when it's just the two of them like that. I mean, I'm not just gonna leave the two of them, but that does sound eerie. Is that the violin twos making that sound? Yeah. So I think what's happening is it might be the vibrato, and I'm thinking maybe let's take the vibrato off right there. And then also the dynamics might just be too much. Got to be careful about dynamics. Oh, the cello stopped. How far does it go? It goes to 84? So they are playing the E right now, right? Yeah, the E of that. So we could go up to the F sharp. We could go down to the D. And we don't even have any horns in or winds in yet. Or timpani. Cool. So good, 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 and good. Yeah, all these dynamics in the bass have to come down. Yeah, that right at the end of that bass right there at the end is oh. Oh, that's cool. It kind of sounds like a hit. From the Tunifo. From the 214. Ah, I get it. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the jams. Appreciate it. My tickets don't have capitalization, so sometimes it's a fun guessing game on what the actual words mean. But we got it. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so before we listen to the whole thing, we got to get the winds going here. Drinking too much of this today, man. Let's see. Horn legato. You know what? We need to go back down to like half. Yeah, there we go. funny. I thought 84 was going to be the bar. I'm continually surprised by how much longer it feels like it needs to go. Like it needs to go another measure, another 2 measures. And then we've got the bassoon. Actually, let's just extend all these out to, around 84. And then can we, nice. Nice. But then all this is way too high dynamically. Oh, do we have a raid? Middle-aged stream, dropping the crew on the jam. Front view. Oh, yeah. Playing some Stardew Valley, right on, dude. Thank you so much for coming on by. Welcome. If you guys were already in here, make sure to follow Middle-aged stream. Here, let me do the shout out thing with the deal of the stuff and everything and happening and stuff. Beer run. There it is. There it is. Make sure you hit that link, hit that follow button. How's your stream, man? Hope everything's been going awesome. Welcome in. That was perfect timing here. How about this? for everybody who just rolled in. I'm Monty. This is Scene of Action. We kick out original live jams and stuff, but we've been working on this orchestral stuff the last little bit here with the thing and the deals and stuff. And here's a listen. I'll be back in 2 minutes, which is about as long as this piece of music is. Thanks for the raid, man. Appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. Here you go. That's right there. We're working on. But dude, thank you so much. Really appreciate bringing everybody on by. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Stardew Valley game is literally drugs. I've heard that. I have definitely heard that. I've heard that's a thing. Gotta be careful out there, man. Nah, yeah, I've never played it though. Never actually played it, but I've always heard good things. But you're always playing the variety stuff, man. Seems like a new game every stream almost. That's awesome. Keeping it fresh. Keeping it nice and fresh. I think I need to turn off vibrato right there. Because that last note, it's just, I think the bassoon has to have a certain amount of dynamic coming out of it just because the air is moving. I wonder if I could let it legato on that. Like to keep it fresh. Like to keep it fresh. Yes, yes. That's what's happening. Right back at you. Yeah, so I think what we need... Oh, the expression's down, too. Wow, that's crazy. So around halfway through 86 is what we're actually looking like. Is this going to let me do this? Let's see. Nice. Okay, violin 1, over. Dynamics, over. Expression, over. Violin 2, over. Velocity, dynamics. Viola, dynamics. Cello, dynamics. Bass, dynamics. Yeah, I think that can stop a little earlier. And then what I've found with as we're producing this orchestral stuff is I'm finding that when you make the instruments end at very different times, I mean, like, it's crazy how much different they end up sometimes. It sounds so much more authentic because in real life, it's very rare that the orchestra all ends at the same time. And it's especially apparent in the winds, like the winds. And we haven't even done those yet because we only have the bassoon and the horn so far. And I didn't add the trumpet in this loud part. I got to add the trumpet in. I keep forgetting about that. We don't have any of the other stuff. So I'll do all this other stuff. Then we'll go add the trumpet in that part. What time is it? Okay. All right. So the bassoon's there. We got that. And now, yeah, just the clarinet. I think is it F6 and F7? No, that's scrolling. Now we'll do the flutes there. Yeah, I think I might double the octave of that in the oboe. Got to make sure to select the whole thing. I feel like these notes are probably way too long, but that's all right. We'll just give it to 2 players. I don't think I want vibrato on this part. Maybe on the beginning, but not when it breaks that note. Yeah, it's that when they end at different times, it always sounds a little better. Would it be better to add vibrato or extra expression by using a modular wheel dial on your keyboard? I've tried it that way, and it doesn't really work for me. Personally, for some people it works really great, but for me, I like auditioning it and just finessing with it, because when I do it with the wheel, I end up finessing it anyway. So that's just kind of how it works out. So it ends up just being faster for me if I just go through and mess with it manually. But technically, to answer your question, I think it might probably be faster. Yes, like if you got really proficient at it, it would be you could record quicker than I'm going for sure. Where's everybody? Okay, they are starting. Oh, is it the violin? Yeah, they are doing it right there. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just like it more. I don't know. Because I do have it set up like where like I could just hit, what do I hit? I think I could just hit this and then I do this and then I hit this and then like I can do it that way. Little snaky snake, little snaky snaky snake, snaky snaky. And then I think I hit this. Yeah. But then it's like, it's not going to be exactly right. And so then I select this, right? Then I got to hit F4 and then I got to bring this down, like delete most of the points. I'm like, yeah. And then I'm like, but this is a little late and this is a little early and this is down. These are too many. That's too much of a jump right there. Whoops. There's too much of a jump right there. And I delete. I got to set up that hotkey. That hotkey's messed up. I'm like, and this one right here is a little too early. And this one here is a little too early. And this one's a little too early right here. And then I come right here. And then, yeah, this one's going to go down. And I didn't do that. And then you look at what I just did. And it's like, oh, yeah, that is kind of like really similar. So that's kind of how it ends up. It's like I've tried it and it ends up at the same spot anyway. But yeah, maybe it might be a little faster because I'd play through the part and then I'd play the dynamics, then I'd go through and refine them. But I would still be sitting there at the end doing this, you know, playing with each point until I got it to, I would listen to it enough times where I'm like, yeah, that's what I want right there. So it's really, I think we end up in the same place, but I don't know. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I'm not sure if it would be faster actually. I think we can let the piccolo go up. Maybe even do a trill. We'll see though. You do have vibrato going. Yeah. I think I just wanted to hear this. So I think all the other ones are done. So with that being said, I guess we go back and we hit Alt F12 and then we get everything back. And then let's tighten it up there. But right here. Oh. That's interesting. We'll see. Oh my God, sorry. Ugh, that was horrible. Yeah, it's almost like the C. Oh yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Nope. So yeah, I guess we can't go that up high. I wonder if that's what happens in real life. I wonder if it like goes out of key like that. And then we will do that, but then the last one will be, I'm thinking flutter. I got to change that hotkey. Do you notice? Hey, this is positive though. Do you notice I'm not complaining as much? Like as much as I have been the last few days. I'm like, oh, I got to change this. I got to change this. But that thing, I'm going to have to do that very soon. But yeah, we're definitely getting to the point where I'm like actually starting to be able to work a little bit. This is good. Hey, what's up? think that flute is still a little too hot. Ah. Shadow Lord 232. Welcome back 21 months. A lot of them in a row. 18 to be exact. Shadow Lord, what's going on? Thank you so much for the 21 of continued support on the champs. Much appreciated indeed. What's happening? What's going on? Oh God, sorry. As soon as you get here, I was doing great all day. I swear to God. Right on, Shadow. Welcome. Oh, I forgot the timpani. Wait, before we do that, let's do this. And then, well, I just can't remember which it is. So right there, go like that, and get that like that. And now I think if we can try this out for the first time, if I tell it to go with it and then we turn snap on, get that to there, get this to there, get this to here, and get that to there, get this to here, then we can just simply drag this like that, copies it over, then we can go like this, select it all, and then go up to yeah, that's the B flat. And then we could do it again here, right there. And probably you could just do this. It might sound cool. Okay, I think probably what needs to happen with this automation, well, it is good there, but what needs to happen here is it needs to be fresh. And also, none of this is on time. It's kind of a roll, so we need to really make sure that this is really up here like that, and this one's really like that. And then same here. Yeah. And then we can make one like this. Now this is one where I could see drawing it in. But it's not letting me. Is it? It is this one though. Oh, it's because I haven't assigned it. Cool. And so I think you do this. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I don't know what is going on here though. Oh, I bet it has to do with that script. I bet it has to do with that script, which is cool. That's cool. Right on. That's cool. Okay, so then there's this, and then I could just simply grab it and then hit this and then really bring her down so we can have a little control here. Yeah, it's about like that. That's about what it was, yeah. Cool. What was the other thing? What was the other thing? Oh, yeah, this doesn't. Yeah, this needs to go out a little bit farther here, like right there. Not that far. Cool. I wonder if I do this and then I do this. Oh, that doesn't work. Maple the Fox. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the jams. What's up? What's happening? No. Yeah, I don't think that does work, actually. What was that? Where was it? It was like that. Was it like that? It must have been. Yep. Must have been the... Practicing piano, looking for streams? What kind of piano are you practicing? I think it's fine the way it was. I was looking for something, but I think that's what it's supposed to be. I guess playing it in did work. Cool. Yeah, I just want to hear it again. I just want to hear where we are here. Bossa Nova, that's right. There's no vibrato. That might fix it. I think it's the vibrato, probably. You know what? I think what that is. Whoops. Whoops. Yeah, we gotta turn snapping off. There it is. There we go. Oh, I like those violas down there. I want to split the note at the selection. I've been running into this a lot. Split note at mouse cursor. Shift S. Is that what happened? Show Reaper. Rickshaw, what's going on? So if I am right here and I have this note selected and I hit Shift S, I didn't see it split. Oh, it did. It did split. Oh my God. There we go. Yeah. Cool. Do I know about rearticulate? Yeah, I know about it. I took a look about at what that does, but since it does the MIDI channels, I decided not to go with it because some of my patches have way more. Here, let me show you. Let me save this. Some of my patches have way more articulations than that. So what I'm using is something I called SOA articulate. I just made that up. Where's Berlin strings? SOA articulate. So here's all of my patches. So I've got on each channel, I've got at least like 7 to 10. Some of them are only a couple, but each one of these channels has different articulations based off the off of CC data. So I need to be able to call them not just off of the MIDI channel, but I need to call them off of the actual CC data. And so what I have is if I create a item right here and then I go to my MIDI setup, I've got my articulation list here and all my articulations here. And then depending on what note I have, I can assign them to an articulation like sustain, legato, pizzicato, trills accented, and spiccato. And then after that, I can turn on my my script that tells me what the articulation is, and this pops up here. And then whenever I select a note, it tells me what articulation that is. So I don't get lost on what I assign to stuff. So anytime you see that's trills accented, that sustains, pizzicato, and spiccato. And then that way I can keep all of my articulations. When I have a library like this that has all these different articulations, then I can keep that on one track and then assign them that way. The Spitfire stuff I decided to keep on different tracks. I could make this same system for that too, but I don't want to deal with that. We can do the same thing. It's just not explained properly on their site. I have split on grid and split at cursor position set both different. I went crazy with my Reaper customizing. Oh yeah, Reaper's the best. Reaper's the best for customizing for sure. We can do the same thing. It's just not explained properly on their site. I'm confused. What do you mean? Which same thing? But then I want to get rid of this. And I think if I do this and then I hit Alt 9 or Alt P, that turns everything back off because I'm not using the Berlin stuff right now. I will be though. Berlin stuff is next. That's all the short hits, all the short strikes, and that's going to be coming up very soon. But if I hit Alt F10 now, it goes back to this. Yeah, this is sick. I set this up tonight to isolate each track. Yeah, I used Claude. To figure that out. Oh, what was the other script I was going to do? Oh, I already figured that out with the sample stuff. Yeah, and then I was able to hack that thing with this. So yeah, I think we're all good. There's something else I was going to do. I can't remember though. Grumpy Monkey. That sounds familiar. I feel like I've heard of that. I'll check that out though. Yeah, there's a million ways to do it, and they're all wrong. We need Neuralink once Neuralink is installed. in my brain, then I'll finally feel like maybe I can call the right articulation. It's so funny. Every single time I'm like, nah, I think it should go a little longer. I think it should go a little longer. Like those notes should die out just a little longer. And I don't even know if I necessarily need to, oh, can I do L? Yeah. L makes it longer. What's that? The violas? Yeah, let's let them go the longest. Give them their moment. But the piccolo should probably stop a little earlier. Maybe it's because I'm not hearing the strings really die alone. And maybe it is the basses that need to go to the end. Let's see. Yeah, and then I think if we do that, but then also give ourselves some expression reduction here. Man, it really feels like it wants to keep going, huh? Not that far. Yeah, there we go. That's a little better. Okay. Why aren't you doing the thing? So if they're an item, they'll go to the inline editor super easy, but they won't go back from it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but it doesn't work all at the same time when you have multiple selected, is what I mean. You found it by accident, that's funny. That's when the trumpets got to come in. That's where the trumpets finally deserve their moment. What are we doing? Alt F12. I knew it. I knew there was something. You got to give the trumpets their moment. So we'll do, I'm thinking one trumpet. One trumpet. And I'm wondering if like muted maybe. Can I turn that off? So I guess vibrato is just required on the trumpet. Maybe there's another one that won't do it. What about just the long? Ah, there we go. Perfect. Perfection. I guess if I do this, yeah, then now it's on there. So I could just easily do that. And then I could do this. And then we're still here. Oh, it's because I was so far behind everybody. That's why. I'm like, where is everyone? It's like, oh, they're like 6 years ago in the timeline. Okay. Every time I thought maybe then went backward. So we'll just put it right here, add some dynamics. I need to stop doing that. I don't have to do that anymore. I can just grab this down. I keep thinking I got to do that, but I don't. Yeah, right there really is where it is, isn't it? Damn it. This is not legato. So we need to go back to here and grab the, God, I really should I should set up the articulation thing for all the horns. There's just so much. Oh, and this one it's velocity. That's right. Whoops. Yeah. So it's velocity, do this here, do that there, Alt F10, get us back to where we want to be. And then we have the staccato. Yeah, I don't think so. I think the legato is where it's at. All this is all legato. This is all legato. If you do this like that, there's nothing there. Do this like that, there's nothing there. Go to Alt F12. And then what you can do is just grab the trumpet. Get into the habit of hitting the trumpet button. And here we are. And then it's right there. And I think, I mean, we don't need this right now, honestly. So we'll just turn this off too. And then shut that off right there. Snap right there like that. And then I think then it is no joke that it is a pain. Legato's there though now. There's that like that. Just like this. Whoops. What's up, Scorch? The new orchestral tools brass is so good. Yeah, everything they do is good sounding. They're incredible. I wish I had all their stuff. I would like to have all their stuff too, because since I've already got everything set up in Sign, it'd be cool just to add stuff to that. But the Spitfire stuff does sound pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Oh, nice. Got him. The only thing is just that trumpet attack, that track it. Whoops, loop is on. Loop is on. I wonder if maybe a little bit more attack and then down. Yeah, I think that's a little better. I really did want these winds to have their little two-note thing, their little harmonic two-note thing together. And that trumpet is kind of doing like a little bit of a more of like a 1-5-1 cadence kind of thing on top of it. It's more nuanced than that. More nuanced than that. I'm in the process of learning Reaper coming from Pro Tools and Studio One. Well, welcome to the land of color after being in such a trashed tornado house. I'm going to take off, y'all. Thanks for hanging out today. No raid today. I'm just going to get off. But I, just like yesterday, I feel so good. This is so awesome. We're going to start moving now. We're going to start moving now. So thanks for hanging out. And that implies that Pro Tools is home. Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, it's if you like a lot of, there are a lot of people do think of like home as like the abusive, terrorizing, surroundings that they grew up in, I guess. So I guess that would technically fit. Right on, Pyro. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here, Blaze. Thanks for hanging out, Alka. And everybody, thanks for hanging out tonight. Hey, whatever you're doing today, this afternoon, this evening, this afternoon, whatever. Can't talk. I haven't slept a full night's sleep in probably over a week now. So the words, they do not come when the sleep is not a lot. See what I mean? But regardless, I just wanted to say, never be afraid. Have I saved lately? I don't think I have saved lately. Thank you. I saved a couple times today, though, so that's good. Hey, Jay Lurkin. See you later, Selena. See you later, Nikita. Let's see. Today's Thursday now. Yeah, working on tonight. We'll continue this. I think it's time to start doing. It's time to start doing something syncopated and quick, and start using the short stuff and try to get more harmonically moving and try like actually speed it up. This was very much the intro to working with sustain and legato, and now it's time to like actually put the chops to work and see if we can actually make this thing happen. So tonight should hopefully be a big one, because we're not just going to be working out a couple chords and stuff. We're going to actually try to start doing some chord progressions with harmonic interest moving in melody lines and lots of instruments bouncing off of each other and starting to try to find a style and a voice. And it's going to be a good time. So if you want to see us kick it up a gear, definitely come by tonight and stuff. Other than that, I'll talk to you soon. See you later, One Eye. See you later, Rickshaw. See you later, Score. See you later, everybody. See you later. Oh, God. Windows has an update for me, too. This is perfect. Perfect timing. Windows has an update for me, everybody. This is perfect timing. I already updated everything. I updated everything before the stream tonight. I updated all the computers. But not that one. Not that one. All right. I'll see you later. Bye.